All right, let's dive into the incredible work of Michael Singer and map out his blueprint for what you could call genuine inner freedom. It's a really powerful way to completely transform your relationship with reality itself.
So let's just start with a question that, let's be honest, we've all asked ourselves at some point. Why does life so often feel like such a struggle? You know, where do all the stress and the anxiety and the disappointment, where does that stuff actually come from?
Well, according to Singer, the answer isn't out there somewhere in the world. It's actually inside each of us. So let's start by digging into the real root of our struggle.
This right here perfectly frames the core conflict. Okay, so on one side, you've got reality, the result of 13.8 billion years of cause and effect. It's completely impersonal, and it's just unfolding on its own. And then on the other side, you've got what your mind wants, a very specific personal preference that really you just made up. Singer argues that our suffering is born right there in the gap between the two.
This quote just nails the central idea. The world isn't what's causing our pain. We cause it ourselves when our minds create this fictional, preferred reality, and then we get upset when the real world doesn't match our fantasy. The problem isn't the moment itself, it's our internal resistance to it.
So, what's the source of this alternate reality? Let's take a look at what Singer calls our inner reality machine. He calls it the personal mind. And you know exactly what this is. It's that constant voice in your head, the narrator that's judging everything, against this deeply ingrained list of likes, dislikes, fears, desires, all of it programmed by your past experiences. It's the part of you that's just never satisfied, always saying, I want this, not that. To really understand how this plays out, Singer uses this fantastic analogy. I want you to imagine the entire universe, all of existence, is just a vast, dark warehouse filled with billions and billions of objects.
Now, imagine your consciousness, your awareness in any given moment is like a single flashlight beam inside that massive warehouse. You can only light up one tiny spot, one single experience out of all the zillions of things that are happening everywhere else.
And here's the crazy part. While billions of other moments are unfolding that you're not even aware of, we get upset about the one single thing our flashlight happens to shine on simply because it's not what our personal mind wanted to see. It's pretty absurd when you think about it that way.
So, the crucial point is this. The universe was never designed to deliver on your personal preferences. As Singer puts it, you aren't supposed to be getting what you want because you are just making up what you want. Your wants are mental constructs, they're not cosmic orders.
Okay, so if fighting reality is the problem, what on earth is the solution? Singer offers a really powerful one from the world of golf: learning to play the ball as it lies.
The entire path to inner freedom isn't about manipulating the world to fit your demands. No, it's about a fundamental shift in your relationship with the world. It's a move from constant resistance to a radical acceptance of what is.
Singer's golf analogy makes this crystal clear. So, your ball lands in the rough. The personal mind immediately starts complaining, wishing it were on the fairway, just wasting precious energy. A wise player, though, they accept the reality of the situation. They walk up, they look at the actual conditions, and they play their best possible shot from there.
And this is a really key distinction. This is not about being passive or just giving up. It's an active engagement. First, you honor and respect the moment for exactly what it is. Then, you bring all of your energy and skill to interact with it in a constructive way. You learn to work with reality, not against it.
So what's the payoff for making this shift? I mean, what do you actually get? Well, when you stop fighting reality, you discover the profound freedom of letting go.
Take a look at this chart. Think about where your mental and emotional energy goes on any given day. Singer says so much of it is just wasted, fighting what is, trying to suppress painful memories, and worrying about the future. This constant internal battle, it leaves very little energy available for the actual present moment. When you stop that fight, all that wasted energy is liberated. This is the payoff. You experience more natural creativity because you're not blocked by all these arbitrary preferences. You find a deeper, more effortless kind of success because you're working with the flow of life. And of course, you gain this profound sense of inner peace, awe, and just gratitude.
Ultimately, this whole practice shifts your entire orientation to life. The old way, the one driven by the personal mind, is always a taker. It's always asking, what can this moment do for me? It's trying to bend reality to its will. The new way, it's a giver. It asks, what can I bring to this moment? It harmonizes with reality, and it's guided by presence and clarity.
So, we'll end with this provocative thought. The moment that's unfolding right in front of you, that is never the real problem. The real problem is our internal resistance to it. So the only question left is, are you ready to stop being your own problem?